Hey, what's going on everyone? Kenan here. Beautiful day in South Florida, so I decided to go on a really long bike ride. I'm out here in the Corbett Wildlife Management area, and I come across a beautiful, awesome, little garter snake. And these snakes, even though they're non-venomous, or I should say they're actually mildly venomous because they do have a small amount of venom, as do most snakes and some lizards as well. Whoa!
We sincerely thank all of you happy campers out there. Your support makes a real difference in our efforts here at Kamp Kenan. This week's special shout out goes to Amy Bruner. Thank you for all you do and for loving reptiles.
Such a little feisty one, but yeah, it's awesome to see a garter snake. Now these are common all over the United States, and they are also some of the snakes that range the furthest north, and you can see massive colonies of these animals, and they'll breed in mass and they'll hibernate in mass up in northern Canada. And so it's just so cool. This is of course a southern form. Oh, let's see, southern form. Oh no, he's biting me. Good thing I got my gloves on. But he was out on the road. It's a warm day, warming up. Wouldn't stay out here too much longer because it doesn't want to get too warm. It's about 84 degrees out, and it's going to get a little bit warmer on that pavement. But you know, actually this is a dirt road, crushed shell, so it's actually not quite as warm as a blacktop road. Oh, he got me in the wrist. Oh, good thing he's not venomous. Look at that, he got me pretty good. Come here, little buddy. All right, so cool, man. We even got a little blood drawn. So what'll happen is I'll probably itch a little bit, and he's just nervous. He's just, of course, frightened that I'm gonna hurt him because he did get caught out here in the open as I was riding by on my bike. So really cool to be out here on the bike, and awesome to see a snake. He's starting to calm down right now. You can kind of see he wants to get out of here, but we're just kind of letting him. We're gonna give you guys a little view of him, and then we're gonna let him go. And I'm gonna continue on my trip, and who knows what else I'll find. I may find more. I'm all decked out. I've got extra water. I've got electrolytes. I've got liquid food, and that snake is off, man. So I'm all lycra'd out. But it's so good to ride in lycra, believe it or not. As I've gotten older, I've come to accept the fact that lycra is pretty good to ride because in these hot days, everything just, the sweat disappears, you stay cooler, and I'm a little bit more aerodynamic. So we are way out in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully I don't get a flat. I do have some plugs with me. I've got everything I need, including my GoPro. Okay, man, I'm headed on. So let's see what else I can find. Who knows? And next time you see me, I'll be showing you something interesting I'm seeing along the way. And away we go. All right, as promised, let's get the bike off the road in case somebody's cruising down this little dirt road. But as promised, we've come across our second reptile, and it's a chelonian. It's a Florida softshell that I found crossing the road. Oh, you know, even if it's a dirt road, I like to help them out. And this is like I said, Florida softshell, or Apollone ferox, which means soft but ferocious. And you can see this one's not quite that ferocious. It's actually a well-behaved one, and it's a juvenile, or what I call a subadult. It looks like it's going to be a boy, and it is just trying to cruise out. You guys have seen these before in my swim pond and my recreation pond that Aquascape built. Some of the most enjoyable recreation pond videos were of my soft shells swimming around in it because they're so graceful in the water. It's very rare. Well, it's not that rare, but it becomes rarer and rarer to find them crossing the roads. Out here, we're about 10 miles away from civilization and going further and further into these pine glade areas. You can still find them out here, but unfortunately this is a species that is kind of being fished out of existence here in South Florida and in most of its range, because this is what would be considered a good eating turtle, and many of these wind up going to Asia where they are being eaten. Now if you look closely, you can see a lot of little leeches kind of dancing on him. He's drying them out, so he he's out here trying to dry out these leeches to make sure that he doesn't, in fact, get overwhelmed with leeches. But what do you say? I am going to move him at least off the road. And if you look down here, there's water out there. So he's got quite the way to go to find water. But I think he'll be okay. He knows what he's doing. There's water on this side, I'm sure. Probably a little canal there. But what we're going to do is we're going to place him in the grass in the direction that he was heading, so that he will be okay. Get going, little man. All right, yes. I knew it was going to be a fun day out on the bike. I just had this overwhelming urge to do a really long bike ride, and that's what I'm doing. I think by the end of this ride, I will have traveled somewhere around 45, perhaps 50 miles, and I'm really not that far in at the moment. I am, let's see, I can tell you exactly how far in I am if I can get to my little Wahoo app. And we are, oh my gosh, yeah, just about 9.7 miles in. All right, well, hey, only 40 more miles to go, roughly. Maybe I'll cut it short. I don't know. Who knows? We're gonna keep going in that general direction. This dirt road's about 22 miles long, and it's through some of the most beautiful, pristine habitat you can find in South Florida. Okay, here I go. See you in a bit. Well, this is something you don't like to see, and that's a DOR water snake, banded water snake, crushed on the road. Mustn't have happened too long ago. That's kind of a bummer, man. Hopefully a bird or something will be able to get this meal and make use of it, but that sucks, man. All right, we gotta keep moving. There's probably a bunch of living snakes just waiting for me to find them. We got an alligator right there. Woohoo! So many little gators on this canal. It never gets old, man. I love living someplace I can see alligators. It's been a childhood dream of mine. So, all right, still going. All right, we are home, man. Always nice to get home. Just about 40 miles, 39.71. Always good to be greeted by the tortoises. Oh, there they are, getting the last rays of sunshine. Well, we had a good time, I think. Always great to see some snakes, turtles, and gators out there in the wild. Always good to use the body. Oh, and test my endurance. Whew. I guess I'm still going. It's awesome to be out there in nature. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We'll be back again with another video here on Kamp Kenan, and just showing you what's going on in my life and with my animals. Take care, everyone.